Welcome back to another video. So, I just woke up, just getting ready for work or whatnot, and I was listening to Dolo, let my laptop charge or whatnot, and he gave me some more perception on I guess life in general. So basically, I want to share how I feel and what I think about what he was saying. So basically, the title of the video that he's going over is called "We Are Living in a Serpent." And I get the concept that he's saying, but I still don't know for sure. It makes a lot of sense to me with my mind, with my imagination, right? And I want to share. I want to share that. So basically, Dolo is making the claim that whether it's true or not, he's making the claim that we are in a serpent being, aka a reptile, aka a dragon, lizard being. Um. Uh. And the things that we see are not what they seem. Like a tree is only a tree because it's the furthest thing that we can perceive it as. Then we gotta factor in being programmed that it is a tree. You see what I'm saying? It's a lot of thoughts racing through my head. So basically he was saying that the snake, the serpent that was in the Garden of Eden, right? He's saying that we are inside of that snake, right? And the Garden of Eden, that world, those humans, Adam and Eve, they were the real man that we have, that we don't have today. Those were the real men and women or whatnot. We are in a animalistic being inside of that big giant world. And I was like, damn, bro, we so doomed. Cause people thinking life is just about going to work all the time, bro. If they don't even know that we're in a being, bro. Like, it's embarrassing. So you definitely, if you sleep in the unaware, you definitely gonna keep coming back as the same reptile being. You see what I'm saying? Like whatever this is, because I know this is not me. It's just a body that I took on, and during the journey of, I guess, the evolution scale or whatnot. Basically he was also saying that we've reached, like me, the human being has reached the limit of consciousness. And that led me to thinking about how conversation I was having with a girl and my homeboy about how they can't put ants or animals in handcuffs, but they can put us in them. You see what I'm saying? And that's why I feel like they do that to us, because we're the ones with the highest consciousness. And after this, basically it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You see what I'm saying? That's why 9 is the highest number. We are in the 1, 2, 3. And I believe that we have reached the limits of the third dimension, which is the human being, this right here. You see what I'm saying? That's why they do that to this right here. Because we've reached that highest consciousness. I'm guessing he's saying that basically how I'm seeing it. What he's saying is I was a bug before. I was an insect. I was a microbe. I was a snake. I was a bird. You see what I'm saying? I was all of those animals before I became into this right here. It's just so crazy. Like I showed y'all on the pictures, um, like the cartoon called Osmosis Jones. I think the dude that, yeah, Drizzy and I think Drizzy and Ricks, one of the two. But they're basically inside of a body. See, we don't even know that we're inside of a body. You know, um, and Dolo was saying that the being that we're in has its own consciousness as well. And it's also evolving. It's also inside of a being and it's learning to rise or whatnot. It's just crazy. Like, it's so many thoughts in my head though. Like, he was talking about birds, how they fly, right? Um, he was saying the sky to them is not, because you know the higher you go is really just fire, and the birds don't be going all up there. You see what I'm saying? They don't exceed. You know, they don't be flying all in the atmosphere. They'll be dropping dead if they if they did. If they did, they would have exceeded their lung capacity. So they have to stay within the construct of how they were designed, which is in the 3D. But yeah, like that really blew my mind when he said that the snake that was slithering through the Garden of Eden, we are inside of that snake. Now, can you just imagine how big the world is for us to just be inside of that snake? Oh man, they got us looping like a mug. People don't even think about stuff like this. They thinking about trying to become this and that with a college degree. So that's why I'm trying to connect. I'm trying to figure out how do they get us being in a being connected with all of these different miscellaneous products, like, you know, like the stuff that we buy. We go to movies, clubs, and stuff. How do they get all of that intertwined with basically, in other words, how do they get this world, this monopolistic world created to keep us coming here? Like, where did that idea even come from? Let them go to school. Let them work at a grocery store. Let them work at a hardware store. And let them not be able to realize that they are inside of a being. And we don't want them to rise out of here. Like, it's so many different routes that I can take with this. It's kind of hard to explain. I know what I mean, but it's hard to explain it, to project it to the world or whatnot. Yeah, when he was saying something about being in a reptile or a snake-like being, he made me think of like Spyro the Dragon, Jake, American Dragon, Jake Long, Game of Thrones, Aragon, How to Train a Dragon, Snakes on the Plane. You know, dealing with all these snakes and stuff, serpents, Anaconda. You remember with Ice Cube. All of these different films dealing with snakes and stuff like that. It's just crazy. Cause I still be thinking, like, what can you really do? I mean, knowing that information, what can you really do other than just die and wait till you see, like, really see with your real eye, not your two eyeballs. And then you got to think about blind people. Blind people can't see with their eyeballs. You see what I'm saying? So that's how you know, like, this little frame that we're in is not the end all be all. It's just a skeleton or whatnot for you to inhabit and learn so you can get out. You know, also I feel like I don't want to just I feel like personally like, example, like trying to escape, I feel like they're making it to where we want to or I want to escape this realm, but I don't want to come back and do it all over again, you know. Like if I want to leave, I want to leave with the accomplished feeling. You see what I'm saying? I don't want to leave just because I want to escape, because they got me feeling overwhelmed. They got me want to escape because of bills, paying for stuff. You see what I'm saying? Like, if I leave, I want to leave accomplished. I know I did that. So now I want to move on to the next level. You see what I'm saying? Because I feel like people just want to leave or escape, go off grid and stuff like that, only because of the system is going against their will or wills. And that's what it's always been about. The system has always been standing, basically forcing our hand when we don't want it to be forced. So we try to find ways to escape or get out. So I don't know. It's just a lot. I'm just glad I came across that video. I'm still learning. It's just amazing to know that you're inside of a being, and that being is also inside of another being. You know, and that goes for any type of experience or whatnot. You know, like a bumblebee. In order for you to be a bee, you have to be a bee. You have to be inside of a bee. You have to become a bee. Experience being a bee. Dang, I just thought of something else. I realized that insects have their lifespan is different from humans. They die faster. So, oh yeah, Dolo was also, he was talking about how, but see, I don't know if this is true. Like, he was talking about, like, example, like a bee. If you get, like a insect, if you get swatted by a human, your next life will be a insect. I mean a human. Like, let's say you an insect and you interact with a human, you crawling on it and stuff like that until you get smacked. You don't, basically, your consciousness has allowed you that vibration or whatnot has allowed you to gain the consciousness to become a human in your next life. You see what I'm saying? But I don't know if that makes sense to me right now. I don't know if that makes sense. Like a dog, right? If a dog hang around a human enough, right? And dogs are all around us, eventually their next life will be a human. If that is true 100%, then that will mean why some humans have dog-like characteristics, if you know what I mean. But then they'll knock out the fact that, how did this game turn to pigmentation? You see what I'm saying? How did a dog go from a dog to this right here? That means the dog would have to gain melanin and neuromelanin and stuff like that. But see, I don't understand that. And that also goes back to what Dolo was talking about, how we perceive certain things. We can't perceive outside of the being that we're in. I guess we can only experience it. You know, it's just a lot that I'm sitting on the table, cause like I said, people not even trying to think that far ahead. They only trying to think as far as they're taught, which is get a college degree, go to school, get a business started, stuff like that. Which I still wonder to this day, like, how they came up with it to keep us stuck on just that playing field. Because I'm trying to transform I'm trying to transform, but see, they got us trying to transform in a different way. Transform where we can be robots and stuff like that, where they can control where our soul goes and stuff like that. They can control which stores we shop at. They control the influences via algorithms. What does this person shop the most? And then they put it in the algorithms and stuff like that. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have right now. Yeah, I'm about to get ready to go to work. It's crazy. Trees are not what we think they are. They're like veins for this being that we're in. And we perceive them as trees. Because if you dig up a tree, it's gonna look the same in the ground. You know. Dang, that shit deep. We in a big giant being, and the planets that we see are basically its I don't even know what the sun would be, or I don't even know what the sun and moon would be inside of a being, because I'm only perceiving this being that we're in as a arm, leg, arm, head, body. You see what I'm saying? But I could be wrong. Dolo's saying that we in a serpent, a snake. So I don't know how else to perceive that, other than what I've seen with my physical eyes or with my imagination, which is just a human or animal. Only the animals that I've seen, and that goes back to how they got us cut off from the other regions of the planet. Maybe I would broaden my imagination if they would let us free out of this cage, not just mentally but physically. I should be able to go to any other region of this planet without being questioned, and it will be at my own risk. But I can't even get that. I gotta ask for permission. But yeah. Only thing that I can think of is basically moving your mind. Because you can move your mind faster than you can move your body. You can move your mind faster than you can move your body. You can move your consciousness faster than you can move your body. Because you can be handicapped and you still can have visions. You can still perceive stuff in your mind. So that's why they be saying the mind is a terrible thing to waste, and that's why they want control over it. They want to use it as a battery and stuff like that. So yeah, that's all I got. I'm finna go in here. I'll catch y'all on the next video if I come up with some more ideas. I wanted to draw out how I see what Dolo is talking about, because it's very important to me, because I feel like I'm learning something. Whether it be true or not, I feel like I'm learning something. It's making sense, but I don't know until I figure out for myself when I'm outside of my body. So with that being said, I appreciate y'all for listening, and I'll catch y'all on the next video. Peace.